Hi everyone, my name is Nancy Vellante and I'm an astrologer and certified wellness coach, and I blend those two modalities together to create what I'm calling astrology wellness coaching. And I'm fairly new to YouTube. I'm on Instagram and Buzzsprout, which is on all the platforms as I do my podcasting, but I've really wanted to do YouTube as well. So I'm going to embark on that journey. So I do have a few audio videos that I've done, and today I'm doing live. I'm going to go back and forth between those two modalities of voicing my expression. Also, I'm a writer, so will be reading to you what I've wrote at times as well. And today is one of those times, as I'd like to talk about the full moon in Capricorn, that earthy moon that is bestowing us and asking us, what are our goals? Have we climbed enough to see the vision yet? And our upcoming Mercury in retrograde. I love Mercury retrogrades. I think they're a point of integration. And Jupiter in Leo, the big, loud kind of whatever Jupiter touches is going to expand. So we still have to be conscious. What are we expanding in the Leo parts of our chart? So today, this short podcast or video is called The Sacred Bridge Between Memory and Becoming. So this week I am feeling a sacred pause, that kind of shift and portal between the summer solstice and where we begin to really change. I'm going to take a sip of water. I really don't edit, so you kind of get what you see unless it's really something I have to start over again. So that portal between the summer solstice and now our full moon in Capricorn, which does bring us back to what did we seed in our area of life when we had the new moon in Cancer. So it's all one beautiful dance that weaves together the tapestry of who we are and who we want to become. So a moment where time feels less linear and more like a spiral, which I love that. I love the notion of healing is spiraling. As we go through that spiral over and over again, it teaches us how conscious have we become? How much have we integrated from our shadow to our higher self? The full moon in Capricorn illuminates the mountain we have been climbing, the responsibilities we have carried, the goals we have pursued, and the structures we have built in order to feel safe, successful, and secure. An invitation to ask ourselves, what has all this effort taught me? Not what I have achieved, not what I have accumulated, but who have I become? At the same time, Mercury turns retrograde in Cancer, drawing us inward toward the chambers of memory, emotion, and belonging. The mind softens its grip on certainty, that's a hard one, and begins listening to the language of feeling. Old stories may return. That's spiraling through. It happened to me this week. Conversations may revisit us. Memories may surface as shells washed onto the shore. Not to keep us trapped in the past, but to reveal the wisdom hidden within it, that spiral. But, Cancer reminds us that healing is rarely about forgetting. It is about remembering differently. I really like that. I really got that after I was meditating and I kind of contemplated on that, not forgetting, but remembering differently. How do we remember what has happened to us, our traumas, our hurts, our lack of self-worth or belonging? How does that change? How do we remember that differently as we spiral through a healing process? And while we stand beneath the full moon, looking at the road behind us and the path ahead of us, Jupiter quietly steps into Leo. Fire, Jupiter, wisdom, expansion, learning, truth, and justice. The heart awakens. A new chapter begins. After months of growth through emotional intelligence, tenderness, and learning what home truly means, Jupiter in Cancer, Jupiter now asks something different of us. Will you be seen, Leo? Will you allow your light to take up space? Sun rules Leo. Will you trust the creative fire that lives within you? Self-expression, Leo, fifth house. The dance between these three energies, in my opinion, is exquisite. Capricorn says, honor what you've built. Leo roars, honor whom you've become. And Cancer whispers, honor what you have felt. Together, they create a bridge between reflection and expansion and expression, between memory and possibility, between the person we survived and the person who is ready to shine. Perhaps this moment is not asking you to choose between the past and the future. Perhaps it is asking you to gather the medicine from where you have been. Place it gently in your heart and carry it forward into a life that is becoming more authentic, more creative, and more aligned with your soul. The full moon illuminates, Mercury remembers, Jupiter expands. And somewhere in the middle of all of it, your soul whispers. You do not need to become someone else. You simply need to become more fully yourself, your soul self, your authentic self. As the nodes will be changing in July from South Node in Virgo, releasing perfection, releasing having to plan, having to analyze everything, towards that North Node in Pisces that wants us to flow, that wants us to have trust and faith in the mystery of letting go of the shore and into the unknown, as Uranus is squaring both of the nodes right now, just at that end, to squeeze and compress a little bit more that we have, that we can adjust between that polarity point of Virgo and Pisces, that adjusting, that reflection, that alignment. Because soon we will be going into South Node, we'll be in Leo, North Node in Aquarius. And that's a whole different game, or a whole different journey, or a whole different unpacking of what it is we need to release, Leo, South Node, and come towards that North Node in Aquarius, of authenticity, of building from the ground up, of humanity, and how we care for our human condition. So there's a lot going on. It's all beautiful. It truly is, sometimes does not feel comfortable, is painful, and we do have to go through the emotions of it, because that's what makes us very authentic. That's what brings us into the body in order to land and ground. But through support of the universe, support of wherever you can find that, through your community, through who you go to for your healing, for your expression, to voice what you feel, is so important right now. So I'd leave you with that today, and I'm excited to be part of the YouTube community, and I really am excited to begin to build a community too. So wherever you are in the world, have a good day, have a good night. Feel that pause today so you can listen to what's going on inside as we begin to move through the full moon reflection, the Mercury retrograde reflection and integration, and then enter into that Jupiter, alongside this Mercury retrograde. So they're going to be tap dancing, I call, together. All right, have a great day, and thank you.